Ooh, wow, that's DP.
Yeah, I'm crazy. I'm sorry.
It's all good.
There we go. Started getting the recos. This is when I was like, I need to start using shoulder, and then I missed it. That ended up working out in my favor. Yeah, see? I fucked up the shoulder. I didn't have a practice.
Comes over time.
Yeah.
Hmm. That was wild. I like
Well,
that.
it catches, the second one catches jumping, and the
Yeah.
first one normally incites jumping.
Hmm.
I'm
That I don't
surprised he
really
mashed
think of
there.
risk for when I play the neutral, especially like as an anchor. Cause I'm too scared to actually getting tagged. So I don't, especially like I don't want to lose 40%. So I play more safe. I like that crouch C that you did earlier. That was a good anti-air. Ooh,
Uh,
yeah, I think that was a whiff
somewhere right
button.
here.
I pressed that button earlier. Yeah, that
Yeah,
one.
so I've been trying to get that into my kit. I do it a couple times to him, but not a lot.
Yeah,
I
that was a
thought
bad.
Stan B was gonna. Yeah, I guessed that he was gonna run at me.
Yeah, see, like at that point, like I knew that he was fired. Like I think you should definitely not press a button. I think you should just like did a backdash or something, for example, run backdash, and then if he did jump, then you could have probably jumped at him instead.
Oh yeah, Dick. So Fireball and Wake Up is hella risky, but I was just mentioning like when I'm fighting Sanchez and I see the Fireball come up, and then I'm like, oh, I'm gonna start rolling out. It's already too late for me to respond. Like theoretically, like the moment that my body recognizes it, unless I'm paying attention to the wind up of the arm, and even then, I don't know if it's even safe to get out. But the further, like if I react to it, it's hella unsafe for me to roll. So that's kind of what I was getting more at. I realized that she was mashing the button, but uh, yeah, it's hella unsafe to do. I didn't realize how bad that was. Yeah, I went crazy right there, but I
He
figured
lived
he was gonna run back. I was like, let me just take some space right now.
nice stand B. I would just probably throw another stand B. Just keep the pressure. Like you don't stand B, just wait or don't like what's called like backdash because I feel like you should have definitely wait and see how he reacted. You could have probably punished him a bit better or apply pressure. You already had low HP. You hit that.
Yeah,
I would
you're
have
right. Like
something
doing
more.
doing. Let's go back there.
Because watch, so you hit that stand B and you notice how he just hit like you pause a little bit, right? You could have like let's see, we hit that right there. I would have just waited, and he did throw a stand B. And if you were aware, you could have tried to throw like a stand D, try to whiff punish that, right? Like wait to see how he reacted. From right here, like when I do a stand B, this is what goes in my mind right here. Especially when I put him in the corner, I buffer a DP is one. During stand B,
No, that's not right.
um, yeah, I buffer DP, then I go back to neutral and I hold back or something like that. So if they don't jump, then I hold back. Then if they press a button, I'm just gonna leave it on neutral and just hit stand D. Like that's what I like think in general.
Gotcha. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna go into this one because I want to understand it a little bit better. This is something that's really important.
But you backdash already. Okay, so
Boom! Ah! Okay, my leg was off here, but we were close. Let's see. I was standing
alright,
right
but we
there.
could use that stupid little square with the blue thing on the left, right? to because that's
Here.
where Alex was originally.
She was standing right here.
Yeah, right.
Right
Shows
right behind, because this thing is her crouch C. This is the extension of her arm as she
okay,
pushes
so
it
that
up.
line is where she was,
Yeah.
right? So right there, like if now we're I was talking about like working how to like with punish like those kind of things. As like you as if you were just chilling there and if Shune as he's recovering that stand B, you probably could have did a stand D or with punish. Or if he whiffs that, you could have just, hop do jump D and then you could have been able to maybe apply an overhead right after a jump D. Or you could do jump D, or you could do regular jump D, then crouch B. I'm just saying, like I think you should have took advantage and try to apply pressure against Shune.
Yeah. I
That's just me.
definitely should not have backdashed, right? This is because I don't grasp the knowledge in front of me right here, right? Which is what you're talking about. So through that idea, right? If he's going to do a stand B, which I figured he's really good at neutral, he's going to try to stop me from jumping at him, and I need to have him take a risk, right? So I backed off, right? But with this being said, now out of my train of thought that I had in the tournament, let's start working on building mine. So stand D would have possibly punished it, but stand D takes a lot of time to come up. Stand B, I wouldn't even had a max cancel, right? But stand B into wait would have been the another golden ticket right there.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so using stand B would have worked here, and jumping to protect my space would have lost. But what do you think if I decided to do, let's say, a jump B in that scenario instead of backdash? What would you think?
B?
Yeah, jump B, the one that comes horizontal straight out. It's this little orange one right here.
I think if you did jump B, that would have been kind of a weird thing because he could just do crouch B, right? I mean, he's been kind of showing that in general.
Yeah,
I think you want something that will like hit him or just keeps him still, like where he just has to block. So
okay.
that's why the jump D would just be a better option.
So in these moments, right? Because I've jumped many times in these moments, thinking that it's a good idea or thinking I'm gonna get him slipping or something like that, right? Instead, I could just do stand B, and that seems like a better thing, huh?
Yeah, you could do those two so you don't risk getting poked, or if you time it wrong, you get hit by a DP. But like just in general with Kedzor, he hasn't really been showing that he's gonna do a DP to go into super. Maybe he could have hit stand D after after that stand B. So maybe that's why you want to opt in for a well-timed stand D instead.
Yeah. Okay. So doing that keeps him out. I do it sometimes where I'll stand D where it feels right, but I felt like he was either going to interrupt me or I wasn't going to be able to punish him in time. And that too, and probably the anxiety of just like being in tournament right at the moment.
That's where the pause comes in, so you could just like see if he's like being a little too like aggro, or if he's too hasty to press the buttons. That's why you just want to like just chill for a few extra frames.
Yeah, exactly. All right, cool. Well, I've wiped the screen. We're clean. We're good. Now let's get back into the match. So now that I know what to do in those situations, we'll see what I've done in like where like the negative muscle memory, I guess, is like throughout the rest of the match, like where I need to add it with Benimaru, where I need to add it for other stuff, etc. What he's kicking at, I don't know. There's a lonely Shune in the corner. Okay. I'm so confused. The lonely Shune in the corner. Man, is this the song I'm supposed to know? Damn.
Ooh.
So here I thought he was gonna DP, I think. I don't know what I did. Oh, I tried to grab him again.
I like that command grab. I guess you can go for a mix. Yeah, it's apparently
I love that, by the way, that Elky was like he's trying to win this completely on style points. It was funny, there was a Nova tournament I was in where I was playing Dragon Ball and I was like pulling some real bullshit with like Trunks EX mix, and one of the guys that were commentating was like, "Oh my god, style only." And I was like, "Yeah, sorry, that's my bad." I live and die by style too much. So that air command grab.
Hangs himself too, man. He just does it for style points.
Yeah. So I didn't do my roll OS there. I have a roll OS from now on.
Yeah. See, after one, you should have just chilled. I think you just went too ham on that.
I completely agree, 100%. I should not have been that ham.
Yeah, I think right there too. You shouldn't have jumped at him. You should have just chilled. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because you put yourself in. Well, even though you got yourself out, but it's just a situation you shouldn't have put yourself in the first place.
Oh man, you know what? I remember like most of the matches I didn't remember, like, because in the middle of it, like, I like kind of blacked out. I wasn't paying too close attention. I was just trying to like think of like what the fuck I could do in the moment. Here I thought he was going to do some crazy shit, and I ended up doing a jump back B, but it looks like it made no sense, but I just realized that's the confusing movement you're talking about.
Yeah, like why not?
Yeah, because it made him like fucking think I was gonna do some crazy shit.
But you threw something out, and he was probably be like, "Oh, he's probably baiting something," you know?
Yeah, but then literally right here, he knocked me out of it. I started trying to do a different plan, but the other plan was working. I didn't recognize it.
Yeah. Oh, nice, but no conversion.
Yeah, I just threw that out because I thought I needed him to block.
That was nice. See, you want to talk about like just that pause, wait, patience, just block. It paid off right there.
Damn. I feel like what's weird is I normally don't get mad when I watch my play. I just go, okay, now it's time to do this again. But I'm looking at some of the stuff I'm doing, and I'm like, man, I had the idea. I had the plan. I had the goal. I had the conditioning. But I fumbled the execution. Like,
yeah,
fuck. I like this training arc is gonna be big. I'm really gonna be grinding like hard. I have rogue off days for several, I don't know, whatever. Like, I have pockets of time, and I'm gonna be on Catalina Island at some point for work, and I'll have nothing to do but fucking grind KOF after hours and stuff. So because like you can't do shit on the island. You can't do that shit on the island with coronavirus going around. Like, there's really no travel. It's like stay in, no fucking tourism shit.
You can't really do shit.
Yeah, so it's gonna be the training arc. I'm gonna be in my room lapping out sessions, watching VODs, watching everything, studying as much as I can. If your name comes up in the tournament, understand I'm gonna look it up. Dead ass.
So you're gonna be checking out Party Barge?
Yeah, absolutely. Man, I said a while ago, and everyone laughed at me when I told them, like, my goal is I want to get good enough to beat Violent Kane and beat other people of that caliber. And, like, sure, I'm taking it more serious than you. Haha, I'll get better eventually. My own pace.
Yeah, I said that to myself all the time. One day I'll be M dash, but, you know, every time I wake up, I'm just going to keep crying about it. Cause ain't ever gonna.
But you know, I want to keep grinding about it. That's all I want. I want to just.
Yeah, I feel you. Like I wish I could grind, but every time I wake up from work, I just get tired. I wake up, go to work, and I feel tired when I get back home. Sadly,
and see,
so I make it on the weekend.
Here's another reason I need to slow down. I had the mix, I had the confirm. I didn't do the light DP, and I know to do the light DP, but I just didn't do it. Oh well. And then I didn't do DP there. Sorry, the only reason I'm being super, like, categorized about it is, like, I'm trying to fucking remember, like, I didn't get DP there. So next time I go into training mode, I'm always going to get DP there.
On it. Next time the opportunity comes, you just have to attempt it.
But I always tend to forget if I don't, like, take it seriously, you know? If I'm like, whatever, just messed up. I whiffed the look at that, I whiffed the D in Iori's face. That ain't a big deal. Like, nah, don't worry about it.
Time. Don't even trim.
Yeah.
I'll feel you on that. Sometimes you do have to take that shit serious. So I just watched my replays and I was like, yeah, I could have just did that. Why did I do that? I feel you.
But that's why I like doing these breakdowns. By the way, thank you for doing this shit with me. I really appreciate it.
I really like when you change your pace and your what's it called? Like, because you weren't going too ham against Kevzor. It was actually really nice that you changed the pace when you start playing against him, because you notice that, like, hey man, this guy, he's been stopping you from, going in too much. He's he's protecting space pretty well. So I like how
he's using jump D differently than I do as well. So this was another thing I realized in the tournament. I just remembered, but I need to focus on it too. Is this jump D placement that he has? I don't ever beat people's DPs. Well, not even, like, I'm not saying everyone's DP is like Alice's, but I mean, I never think this is going to beat an air button. That placement of that D was really fucking good. And I need
Yeah.
to start incorporating that into my neutral, because there's a lot of times where I'm like, oh, it's not going to combo, so I'm not going to do it. Or it's not going to combo or not lead to a situation. It's just going to lead to I'm negative when I land,
So, like,
right?
what Kelly doing stuff like that in a neutral is what I've been trying to tell you, party, um, to start doing a lot more often.
Yeah.
It's just like, even though you guys doing it, but like, why did you guys do it at that moment or that position? He wasn't moving in, he wasn't there. I feel like you guys aren't like maybe reading the right movements to do so, but it's just something you need to start picking up on other players' tendency to be able to have that right placement when you hit that button at the right time, you know?
Yeah, okay. So thinking about where I'm going to be placing it specifically, right? Like just how we drew out all the
Exactly.
yeah, just how we drew out all the stuff, right? There's going to be like I'll just go to the green screen real quick to illustrate for the chat, but like just cuz my head's fucking crazy sometimes it feels like. There's going to be like let's say they jump here, right? If they're going to cover this and this, right? They cover the low, they cover the high here, and then they cover the CD here. There's gonna be an area right here, and I don't know, thread the fucking needle if you want, but I mean that's the shit I'm about. I play Dragon Ball and play Trunks, so but like there's that area that they control some of the space. Let me get this in red. They'll control here, they'll control here, and they'll control here, and maybe something like this, right? But they have to decide where they want to control it. So to bait them or to create a situation, like let's say if I jump back here and throw out my D, that deals with this space control, but it doesn't deal with this space control or the fact that they can just run up. Right?
Yeah. And that really just plays along with how you're predicting their movements, right?
Yeah, so based on movements, right? Well, because I know that there's ways to set up there's certain setups people do to see what they're gonna do about them. Like I like to know what people do about like Alice shoulder. It tells me a lot about what the player's gonna do. If they don't know M plus and they're just giving it to me, I get a lot of shenanigans because that's not even something that's super hidden. It just exists, so they don't have that much knowledge about it. But if they're just mashing out of the Rekka, I'm not showing them anything crazy, like we're just in a scrap fight. So I need to be able to provide my offense to have more levels like that, so I'm like actually picking up data or making my offense strong enough where the data is not going to matter as much because I give myself enough space to react. Long-winded, sorry.
But good. It's all that learning process.
Cool. Now that I was able to get that out, and hopefully that made sense, we can move on with the match. Yeah, so just approaching slowly here. Yeah, he's just stopping me here. That's really good. I don't know why I decided to do anything there. I know better than anyone. Benny Mower's fucking sweep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Why did you DP? That was nice.
I thought he was gonna roll.
Yeah. But lately, Kev has been pretty stationary. I thought you were gonna go for low, but for some reason I thought you just fucked up. Or you?
I went for low before on his Shune and he blocked it. So I thought he was either gonna do some weird shit. Yeah, I need to work on the timing on that too, because this is actually a setup if I decide to hit C and go to max.
Yeah.
Like off here, it like with that whiff, I just hit C and I hit him, and then I hit max, and then I wait millisecond and then hit C again, instead of dying and losing to that.
Yep, and you fell into Benny's beautiful range of stand B.
Yo, do you have the banner for your new tournament? I wanna put a tile up here in my chat at some point.
Oh yeah, I'll send it to you on Discord in a quick second.
Yeah, do your thing. So I'm blue, right here? Yeah, I'm blue.
Yeah.
Let's see.
That's stand B. He was trying to poke you. I like how you're
there's me going.
Going in. Sadly, yeah, poorly timed. But I like that attempt though. because he stood still. It was just like off by a few frames, and that played made a huge difference.
Yeah, I found out today that right there that Slash loses to Raijinkin. Yo, I thought that was godlike when I did that. I was like, he's gonna stick. I thought he was gonna stick the D out, like the jump D from far away, because he was doing that neutral. I was like, put his hitbox into my thing and it won't even hit me. But then it ended up like working out in my favor even more. So shit was sick. So the last part I remember is I blow backed him in the corner because he started getting offense, and I was like, look, I got a lot of bar. I don't want to give this up. Like, I have the corner. I don't want to fight for it again, and I gave up the corner. So let's look at this for a slight one more time.
Like why? Like, I mean, I'm guilty of the same thing, I mean, I do it a lot, and that's kind of like I think back to it's like, why did I jump at him?
Yeah, right here, I'm thinking the best idea is just to, like, after I blowback him, just walk, like, do the fucking RP walk, right? Especially that he does.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and then just wait. Like, I would actually want to wait right here. Let me get this right. Like, right here or something. Right?
So
if I'm from the blowback.
Back to where you're standing before you jump?
Yeah.
I want to see that real quick. Then let's see. This is where you full jump, right? So pause right here. So this is a part I think where you full jump. And I think if you just did a regular hop D, I think that would have been better. Because when you full jump, you pretty much gave him all that frames for him to react, right? With a roll. But if you did if you time your short hop, regular short hop with D, I think you could probably hit him max distance, depending on if you walk up maybe a little bit forward, or maybe where standing might be perfect. Because you may know better since you play Benny, but you get the idea what I'm trying to pitch at you either way. And if you do land, you probably would have a better time to even punish the roll. You probably could have even been able to grab him for him rolling, or maybe it would have played different. Maybe he saw you do a different jump arc, and maybe he would have stayed in the corner.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So I think those possibilities, or maybe like depending on how it unfolds based on his reactions.
Yeah, the way this looks to me, like I just drew it on the stream, like the way that I think his reaction would go, right? I drew the jump arc to the jump D. I'm pretty sure I'm a little off, right? But if I did the jump D, I'd probably like land somewhere right there. If I do 6D when I land after I did the jump D, which would give me a D standing, or if he rolled through me, I would get a throw.
Yeah.
Or if I decided to not do that, I could do the jump D, and now I'm closer to him, and I'm in crouch B range if he whiffs something.
Or I mean, like depending what happens, you can also go into crouch B if he decides to block.
Yeah, exactly.
Pressure. Yeah, exactly. You get the idea. That's good. So that's why I just want to tell you that situation right there. And it's something
that makes sense.
I need to do more too. I do that with Terry too. Sometimes you see me do like those hyper hops or short hops, jump CD, and I just try to apply block strings, frame traps, and stuff like that.
Yeah, I feel that. Damn. So this is I just keep jumping at him, right? I'm assuming. We trade there. I do that again. I need to learn how to confirm off of that. Because I can go into super off of it. I just don't, like, have the timing for it.
Oh, I see.
Like, it's really weird. I think it's actually on the second hit, like, before it finished going out. Like, you have to get it right there, and then you have to do the leg kick. Or, because if you do the other one, they fly away.
That sucks.
Yeah, you go straight into level 2, so I think I need to use it sparingly. Very much more sparingly.
Like the patient there, but sadly you couldn't. He won the the war up in the air.
Oh yeah, I didn't know how every time. I feel like every time we air to air, I lost.
He's been good.
He had that, yeah. Like, I thought he was air to airing there. I was now, like, all the way fucking up in the air. He could have started trip guarding me, but he didn't do it. And then I got the idea, I guess. If my mind moved at the same speed in the game. I was so sad that I missed that. I didn't realize he slipped out.
Happens.
That is exactly what I need to do from now on. Because I always go into the slip and the forward kick. I always go into the slip and the forward kick. If I did the forward kick, I don't punish this at all. At all.
Yeah, because he would roll past you.
There's no reason to always go for the same string. Yo, I'm nice. I can't believe I didn't get that. I didn't react in time. I thought he was gonna. I really thought he was gonna budge right here. By the way, with how hard I ran straight at him, like a command grab
away or something. That's what.
Yeah, and I was like, oh man, he didn't fall for it.
You could have command grabbed him right there.
That was good though. That's a good match.
Yeah, like definitely, like Kevzor needs to work on these button placements, man. He needs to use these normals because, like, I feel like he could have been putting pressure on you or force you to block a bit more and stop moving at certain times. Yeah,
and I need to get the range of that. That is not a full screen move. This is not a full screen move. It's a with blowback. It's a 3/4 screen move. Oh, he backdashed though. He was entering that state and he backdashed. I got baited hard.
Oh, the first time I see him do that in the whole tournament.
Yeah, that was good. Whether he baited it hard or was just being like, nah, I don't want to go in yet. That was perfect. I fell for it. I read into something that wasn't there. Or I fell into his plan.
I think like right there, like when he jumped at you, I think he could have just backdashed because you're already at the corner. You know what I'm saying with Shune? I mean, might as well just you put your back in the corner and just get out of there. Because sometimes taking a block stun gives him opportunity, but I don't think he realized that the jump C with Yori has a really long block stun. Because that shit is actually pretty long.
Man, I kept dropping that OS, dude. I should have just gone into wing.
Yep. That was good. That was nice.
This is fucking crazy, dude. I'm at a bar.
I think there's some moments where you could have jabbed.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So before we get there, right, I want to say this is literally, it took this long in the match for me to get there. But I finally got there to where you said chill the fuck out after I get this here.
Oh, right here?
I remembered right here. I just went, what am I going to go for? And then my mind literally went, lawn gnome. Just do what lawn gnome does.
I mean, sometimes it works.
Like, and then I was like, I threw him. Alls I need is a grab. And if he thinks I'm going overhead, I just jump up and I hit jab. And then I can land and grab again. And the worst thing that'll happen is he crouch B's me. But he doesn't have max mode combos like I think he does right now, so it's not going to be the worst. So I just did nothing. I'm not playing with my movement. I went from being fucking crazy to just that. And I was like, I don't know what happened. I literally just, my head just went, don't do anything crazy. Gnome gets me with this all the time. That's it. That was the slowdown.